J.R. Smith not happy with this man to my right after he made some comments on his radio show, the Stephen A. Smith Show, last week about the NBA's new hoodie jerseys. Take a listen.
In game one, when they played against Boston, J.R. Smith was sitting on that bench in the fourth quarter with a hoodie on. I don't know why the hell Nike made these damn uniforms that have hoods attached to it, by the way. You got a lot of those white folks in the audience that's going to think this is Trayvon Martin being revisited. And I'm not joking about it. The bench is no place for somebody to be wearing hoodies. I have no problem with hoodies.
Stephen A. Smith is a sellout. Stephen A. Smith's an Uncle Tom. Stephen A. Smith ain't black. You ain't one of us.
I'm going to do you a favor, my brother. I'm going to leave it to you. Because if it comes out of my mouth, and I sit up there and I literally articulate the stuff that this man has done since he has been the executive of the New York Knicks, I'm going to lose my mind. I ain't going to be able to do the rest of the show. I'm telling you right now. It comes out of my mouth. I'm not going to be able to control myself because I'm barely able to right now.
I'm going to try to keep my composure.
A few moments later.
His very first move as the executive was to sign Lamar Odom, who was on crack. His very first move as the executive was to sign Lamar Odom, who was on crack. I don't mean to be. Listen, I love Lamar Odom, the person, and God bless him. We're wishing nothing but the best. But metaphorically speaking, he saw his first move as the executive of the New York Knicks was to sign Lamar Odom, who was on crack. I will jump that fence and fight every nigger here, bro.
Stephen A., we just heard from Chip Kelly. What's your reaction to his latest comments?
Skip Bayless. I don't know Chip Kelly. I watched that press conference yesterday. I heard it. You've never really heard me say this before. I don't want to know Chip Kelly. I have no desire to know this man. You know, Riley Cooper made a mistake. And I'm on the record saying that, unlike you who wanted him gone, I had no problem with him staying on board. I think that he showed an appropriate level of contrition. He recognized the error of his ways. Again, the land of second chances, people make mistakes. You know, Riley Cooper made a mistake. And I'm on the record saying that, unlike you who wanted him gone, I had no problem with him staying on board. I think that he showed an appropriate level of contrition. He recognized the error of his ways. Again, the land of second chances, people make mistakes, and that's that.
Look, that was 65 years ago, and I had no idea when I walked up there what we were doing.
Arkansas native and Dallas Cowboys owner Jerry Jones facing questions tonight about a photo from 6 decades ago. He appears to be a part of a group of white students blocking black students from entering his high school in North Little Rock. The photo is here. That is Jerry Jones in the upper middle screen there, and this is a blown-up version of that section. This is around the same time that federal troops were being deployed on this side of the river at Central High School.
That was, 65 years ago, and a curious kid.
The photo, shot by the Associated Press back in 1957, shows a group of black students trying to integrate classes at North Little Rock High School when Jones was a sophomore. The young men are blocked from entering the school by a much larger group of white teens. And there's Jones in the background. The Cowboys owner, now 80 years old, spoke about the issue after the Thanksgiving Cowboys game.
I didn't know at the time the monumental event, really, that was going on, and I'm sure glad that we're a long way from that.
The photo captured when Arkansas was at the center of the civil rights movement, and Arkansas schools were desegregated soon after the photo of Jones was taken. Jones says he showed up to see what was going on, not to participate in the mob.
Nobody there had any idea, frankly, what was going to take place. We didn't have all the last 70 years of reference and all the things that were going.
They started up the steps. And then we just walked on up all the steps. And about right here, after we had gotten to the top of the steps, right here, and going up to the school, and somebody put their fingers right on the back of my neck. And all they said was, I just want to see what a nigga feels like.
I'm pretty pissed off. And let me say this. I'm pissed off, but not for reasons that people would think. I'm very, very fond of Jerry Jones, and I'm not hiding that from anybody.
Now you know if this is me, I got to show up in a big time way. I can't just show up in Big D. I can't just show up in Frisco, Texas. I can't just show up at the Cowboys facility in just any kind of ordinary fashion. I need this to be here in style, so I'm in a helicopter. My guy next to me, ladies. Look at this.
Hey, they said he was coming to town. I had a big choice: get him a stick horse or a mule, or take this cowboy helicopter out here.
I'm pretty pissed off. And let me say this. I'm pissed off, but not for reasons that people would think. I'm very, very fond of Jerry Jones, and I'm not hiding that from anybody. Is his record perfect? No. But I'm pissed off because he doesn't deserve what just happened. He doesn't deserve it.
Any regrets just being in the photo, being there at all? Any regrets on being in the photo, being there at all?
Well, I wouldn't have just dug that up, for sure. Right. Seriously, but that was curiously, I got criticized because I was more interested in how I was going to be punished by my coaches and everybody for being out front, but nobody there had any idea, frankly, what was going to take place.
Jerry, you're not telling the truth, brother, because according to the Associated Press article, your football coach at the time, Jim Albright, had warned there might be trouble and said he didn't want to see any of you knotheads, meaning his football players, near the front of that school tomorrow. Now, if that wasn't enough, the governor at the time, Orville Faubus, had announced that he would call in the Arkansas National Guard to prevent the African American students' entry to the Central High, claiming it was what was best to protect the students. And in a televised address, it goes on to say that the governor insisted that violence and bloodshed might break out if the black students were allowed to enter the school. So, Jerry, there's no way in the world you was just curious and you didn't know what was going to go on. I think you were there to either be a part of or to witness the violence and bloodshed.
Trying to get bigger, but I don't ever figure why niggas kill niggas for no reason. One time, let's stop that killing season.